does someone who was a scientist end up overseas and then back rock climbing and then personal trainer and now like fascinating story. Thank you so much, Joanne, for sharing your time with us to give us a bit of a rundown around what your experience was like with Wealthy Woman. But give us a bit of an overview around you. How did you end up moving into the coaching space?
Well, I guess I started as a scientist. So I did a PhD, and then after my PhD, I went to Scotland to do a postdoc. Didn't enjoy science, and then had to quit because I was like, I don't want to continue doing something that I'm not passionate about just for the sake of doing it. But then, yeah, when I was in Scotland, I got into climbing and I loved it, and I was just climbing everywhere in Europe whenever I could. Moved to Vienna, did even more climbing, and then it was like, okay, time to come back to Australia. And when I got back to Australia, because I'd been away and trying to get into a new career, I was just trying to find any job, and I happened to find a job in a climbing gym and started as a route setter. It's a very male dominated space, so there's not a lot of women, and I was like, there's definitely a lot of female climbers, so I want to let women climb climbs that are made by women, because we don't necessarily want to climb the same way as men do. So I got into that and I just loved that job. I think it was a hard job, but I loved it. But then I also started doing coaching for beginner climbers, and I would run women's nights. And so I think that's where that coaching sort of started. I was always loving to share my love of the sport with people who are new, because I started climbing with absolutely no strength. So I had to learn how to build that myself really slowly in the privacy of my own home. So I know that it was really intimidating to do it in a gym. And then now I'm a personal trainer. And so I want to help particularly women learn how to build functional strength, because I know that it can be really intimidating in a gym space. So my program is about building functional strength in a way that's not in a gym, but at home, so you can get practical and advice and in a supportive way, and learn how to build fitness into your lifestyle.